You don't need to see it. It's auto. Should be in the house. Anyone out there want to say anything? Or I've got to talk to myself. Subscribe, like, and share. Cheers, gang. You want to talk about Wampus Eye? Or do you want to go fishing? I don't know. What's that mean? It's on here. 2, 3, 1. That fan is noisy. 4. Buzzard, are you out there? That sign's for Buzzard, this little one. It's probably backwards. It's fine. You don't want any shout out? It's like 90-some degrees. 99? I don't know. It's humid too. That says, let's see. Where's it at? It's above the 90. But that fan's on in here, so I don't know. It was 99 earlier. I imagine it's only going to get hotter. It's humid as can be. Nobody wants to say anything. Just watch me make a fool of myself. Where is it? If you don't start talking, I'm going to give you one of these. Just kidding. Like I could give you one anyway. My neighbor's over there making a bunch of noise. He likes to do that at 3 in the morning. No lights, no nothing. Come on. I can't do jumping jacks or none of that business. I was closing his garage door. He must have heard me. Yeah. I could be in the house where it's, cool, but it's not so bad with that fan running. Yeah, I don't know, yesterday it was a lot worse, I think. Couldn't come outside barely. I was out here like 5 minutes a few times, and I wasn't gonna stay out here this time. Yeah, I had things to do, but I couldn't do them, or I didn't feel like it. I guess I should say. I could have did them, but I would have been. I probably would have lost about 20 pounds. Or had some heat stroke. Can't handle the heat like I used to. I'm not 30 years old anymore. Is it hot out there? It's not so bad. I got that fan on right here, but it's not so bad today. Not like yesterday. It's pretty humid out though, and it rained this morning. But I went back and I finished what I was doing. I didn't finish that deck, of course, but I finished the rails and the steps and da 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 da. Yeah, it was something. I was there till 12:30. So I came home for 20 minutes because it rained, and then it stopped raining. And I was there at 6 this morning. I figured I'd just get that deck done, re-stain it or whatever. And it didn't work out in my favor. I wanted to stay longer, but I was getting soaked with sweat, and the temperature was rising pretty quick. $19.50? Is it Chevy or what is it? I had a 48 GMC, I think it was, a ton, 2.5 ton, something like that. Just straight 6. I should have kept that thing. It was pretty good shape. Paid $200 for it about. That was around 12, 13, maybe 14 years ago. But I sold it for a couple grand. I made plenty of profit. The guy couldn't get it running right, and he had the distributor like 180 off. And after I did that, it was running sweet. 3100, yeah. I think it's the same thing. That's just a pickup though, ain't it? Or is it this one that I had was like a grain truck. It was like 2.5 ton or something like that. Or 1.5 or some shit. Can't remember what it was. It had dual wheels on it. Yeah, I would imagine it is, but I ain't never really had any C's, but yeah, I'd probably put some on there. I didn't put any on that, and I haven't taken them off yet either though. So we'll see how that goes. I hate header bolts. one guy was cringing at half ton, yeah. That's a pretty good deal. Then I put it on one of them. I helped the guy put was it a Nova or a Camaro? Must have been a Nova, I think. Subframe under there, so he had the cradle for the 350, and then he had power disc brakes and all that kind of shit done, and 5 lug. So he changed the rear to a 5 lug, and I think it was I can't remember what years, but I'm pretty sure it was 373 put in there. And he put a 350 in it. He didn't. I told him to put a manual. He had a 4-speed Muncie, but he put a turbo 350 or 400 in it. It went. He had some wide tires on the back. It looked pretty neat. He bought all the rubber for the windows, the doors, all the gaskets for the, he bought all that. He bought all kinds of shit. Tailgate. Oh, S10, yeah. See, yeah, this is back in 1990, so when he did it, the S10s were pretty new back then, so. Jimmy C. King, why are you trying to put Chevy badges on all your Mopars? Trying to act like you're a Chevy guy when you're a Mopar, no car. Fruitcake. Why, King, you start talking and flies keep. No, they're bugging me now. Thanks, bud. You're gonna get one of these. Land on it, fly. Just one time, land on it in between the deal, and I'm gonna buzz your ass. Horse fucking fly spray. They don't like it, they drop. They drop like flies. You smell like shit, mother. How about that? Mopar fruitcake. Oh, I'm trying to say he's got 6 liter Hemis. I already changed my clothes once today. Yeah, you've been smoking all the weed again. Subscribe, like, and share, gang. And watch King get one of them. Yeah, I'm super. I thought it said sugar. Oh. Someone's got a thing of wax around here and they were chiefing it up. I said, what are you doing, crack? Fuck, I never seen nothing like that. You know, it's my wax. It's, fuck, I got a lot of wax in my ear. You want to smoke some of that? I'll save it up for you. I can't smoke weed. That shit don't work for me. I don't like laying on the floor. That's what it does. I can't. I tried it. It's not like 1990 weed. It's like, it's way too, it's got too much juice for me. My neighbor, he was pretty already snockered at 8:30 this morning. He had about, 6 vodka grapefruits, and there's probably that much grapefruit juice in the bottom of it. Or in the top he added for what I don't even know why he adds. It doesn't have any taste. Waylon? Say Poolin? No, I'm in Pollock. South Dakota, not Poland. Hey. Yeah. You can smoke those weeds. Shit. Where are my keys at? I gotta get. Kane, let me find out you're higher than draft pussy again. No. I can't see it. Don't show you those orange shell covers? Okay, I won't. You prick. Let's see. I gotta be a prick all the time. Huh? There, can you see that? There's an orange intake under there, and there's one up top, too. There's probably 2 or 3 of them up there. Fuck you, Kane. Samples. What are you sampling today? All the weed? What? I'm not young like you. I do it the right way. I don't paint it a yellow or jet or color of draft pussy like you. Whatever that may be. You want to let everyone know what color that is, motherfucker? That fan, I had to put some tape on it because it was out of balance. Because one of the fins got cracked. So it's a shop fan. You can see it in there. See, it's working fine. It's a dump fan. I had one out of a furnace, but one of those squirrel cage looking ones. And that would blow everything out of here, so that didn't work out for me. I tried to turn the motor down a little bit, but that didn't help either. It still had all the fan. I'm gonna write Kane on it. I don't even know if I have some spray paint, but I would too. Next time you see it, it's gonna have one of those and say Kane sample. Maybe I'll paint that on that wall over here, that door. Then you can really see it. Well, one time I was probably 19 or 20, and I was at a party in my friend's house, and there's probably, I don't know, 20 people there. Anyways, this one girl I knew, she took and she spray painted a smiley face on my chest, right, with Chevy orange paint, and it didn't come off either for a long time because I passed out. And then she shaved one of my eyebrows. Well, I waited for her to get drunk. I did the same thing. You violated my pride. Fuck you. You fucking did that to me. I got it back. You didn't even get it back. I don't care. Her boobs were forward blue, and she had a big smiley face on her chest, just like she did to me. You violated. Oh shit. She got over it. She did that shit to me. What's the difference? Yeah, well, I drank too much. That's what happens when you drink too much when you're like 19 years old. In fact, she was like 21. I don't drink like that. So she didn't like that blue, and it didn't come off, because I knew that Chevy orange didn't come off for like 3 weeks. It wouldn't come off. I scrubbed it. I had red marks of scrubbing on that. Anyways, I know that Ford blue didn't come off her for a long time. She was bitching around about it. I talked to her a few years ago, and she started laughing about it then, but she didn't find it too funny, you know. What the fuck's the difference? You just sprayed me up. What the hell's it? You passed out. You're getting the same thing. You're lucky I didn't do anything else. I said. Okay, then just spray paint your whole body fucking blue. You would have been a Smurf. That's what I told her. I didn't shave her eye. I didn't shave her eyebrow though. No, the guy that I had the party, it was the same place. He had a bunch of Fords and he had all that paint. And I went out in the garage and I was looking for it. It wouldn't spray at first. I had to give it a shot. I'd take the air compressor and put a little air into it. It wouldn't come out. You know how you do that. I added some air to it so it'd spray out. And it worked out. It fanned out real nice. Big ass smiley face. Yeah, Ford guys stick together. Shut up. Mopar guys stick together more, like you. Pretending you have 6 liters and 5 threes when they're actually all Hemis, hemorrhoidals. Yeah, you stir the shit, yeah. That's why all the flies are around you, motherfucker. But your flies are coming all the way over here for some reason. I wish you'd call your friends back. They're bugging me now. They're getting the spray. I don't know if their buzzard needs to close his mouth so they stop flying this way, I guess. Maybe they're coming out of Jimmy C's window funnel or whatever you want to call it. The second floor bathroom, the funnel is drilled into the wall. It's okay, you can drill holes in your wall about that big so you can put your piss funnel in there. When you're alive, you just creep over there real quick. No, I got those from Beaver sent them to me. I think I used that black one. That's the only one I used. The other two haven't been used. No, I didn't get those at the dump. The dump doesn't provide those. I haven't seen any ever. I wish they would have provided that pressure washer in there, you know, and a couple impacts. It did provide one impact. I don't remember which one it was though. Oh no, it wasn't an impact. It was an air hammer. And Ingersoll Rand too. I was like, all right, free, brand new too. They didn't know what they just threw it away. That's fine. Keep on throwing your good stuff away from me to get. Kane, wait till I see you, bud. At Zap 9,000 for you. 10,000 volts. Straight to the sack. I want to get one of those ones that shoots though, because I don't want to be anywhere that close to your sack. I'll just, you know, they'll poke the darts into it and zap you that way. I bet you drop. Maybe that cop should have did that to you when you did this to him. Think he would have did that? He would have if he was waiting for one more smart mouth word from you, and he was going to give you that zap. Yours haven't even dropped yet. What the fuck are you talking about? They're still way up in your guts. So how you like that? Don't take offense to me talking to Kane that way. He likes to dish it out, so he's gonna have it on back. Subscribe, like, and share. Kane, your fucking friends are driving me nuts here. Jimmy was over here one time, so maybe he fucking shit in the yard or something. I don't know. First thing he said when he got off that van is, "I need to use your bathroom." I don't know if he made it. Oh, they all dropped over there. Well, now you want to kiss ass now that, oh, you must have lost some of your highs, so now you're ass kissing. See, if you had a sticker, if you had a sticker, King, I'd put it up there for you. But you don't send me one, so you don't get no spot then. Bipolar. I'm not bipolar. Who the fuck's bipolar? I've got 44 personalities. I know someone who does, though. His name's Kane. Cocaine, that is. Hey, Kane, these are them new and improved fake cigarettes. Wait, I got some of them up there. You want? These are, this one here's a geek bar that I'm not going to use. And, I don't know what that one is. I don't even know if they work. Tastes like something fucking girls would have or something. I don't know. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck that shit. I'll take the real thing. Don't worry about cancer. I've only had it like 39 times. And it ain't from smoking neither. It ain't weed. Because if it was, I'd already done felt it. Half a puff and I'm hit. Like this, if I take a hit off one joint like this, I'm hit. I'm wiped out. And that's for at least 4 hours. No shit. That's why I don't indulge in the weeds. Tried to trick me with those brownies one time. Fuck you. I don't eat brownies just because of that. I'm not eating the wrong one and getting all fucked up like the neighbor was, just sitting on the couch for 2 days drooling. He don't live there anymore, but he was like 74, 73. He said, "Yeah, this shit ain't doing nothing." He ate one or whatever, and he said, "I ain't doing nothing." He didn't wait long enough. Then he ate like half the fucking pan, and he was wiped out. Who ate all those brownies? I said, I should have fucking eaten any of those brownies. That old bastard did. He ate half the pan, and they're like, "What?" Yeah, well, look at him now. He's stunned. And he wouldn't go to sleep either. He's up for like 2 days because of that weed. Just on the couch, stuck on the couch. I watched my brother-in-law. He did some of those gummies. He did too many of them, and he was wiped out. I laughed the beat out. So I have more fun watching you retards do it. You're the only one that's out of place is sober. So I like to be sober. That way I know what the fuck's going on. This ain't no weed channel. I'm only talking about it because you're here. I mean, that's all you ever do is coughing, pissing and moaning about someone smoking, not smoking weed, and pretend you own Chevys when you own Mopars. He put Chevy emblems on there. What the hell's wrong with you, man? He's got a slant 6 in his wannabe Suburban. You can't even do a burnout. You burned the transmission instead of the tires. That's why he rides that motorcycle, because all his tires are all, transmissions are all burned out, and the differentials are blown out too. He's doing neutral drops, rocking horses. Why you gotta get louder, you fucking thing? You're from the dump, work right. Don't work at all. Damn, get over here and fix that fucking thing. I'm sick of that noise. I'm gonna turn it off and I'll try and that shit. Sounds like your differential blew out all the way home. Bam, 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 bam. This guy does all the... That guy there, he does all the hillbilly stuff. I know you watched him. Oh, what, you got earbuds in? Good for you, boy. King, don't be talking to 8-Lug. You're going to corrupt them, you motherfucker. See? Oh, yeah. Dump bees. Don't worry about that, Kane. You're just jelly. Don't be jelly or a hater over it either. No, I haven't worked on cars for a living for, I don't know, 10 years now. I haven't had a tool payment either for 10 years, but before that it was like 20 years or 25 years of $300 a week for 25 years. It was like way more than a mortgage. I could have bought 3 or 4 houses, and I don't got nothing. That toolbox ain't, there ain't no way I'd get that money out of there. I guess I already did by the work I did, but especially when I had my own. I had all of the good customers because I didn't fuck them over or overcharge them. And they didn't come back for the same thing 39 times. They never came back for the same thing ever. That's one thing I made sure of. I didn't give a fuck if it cost me my time. I'd do it for free versus have them be coming back with the same problem. Then some of them said, I had the same thing done and it cost me like $400 more. Well, that's, I don't know what to say. That's not what it costs. I was at like $70 an hour for shop rate, and everyone else is like 100 and something. My last couple of years, everyone else is like, they're thinking they're dealers or something. Got to get $125 or whatever, $140 an hour or some shit like that. And I stayed at 75. I didn't need a raise. I made plenty of cash. I couldn't find no help. The one guy did hire. Well, I hired a couple of them, but one guy brought like a lunchbox with a couple pliers and a hammer in it, and he wanted to use my tools. I pretty much paid him $50 to get the fuck out. No, and he said, I can do that. Yep, I know how to do that engine on a Buick LeSabre 3800 V6 because it's pretty easy. He says, yep, I can do it. Yep. And then he wanted me to help him. I said, that's the whole reason I hired your ass. Is so you would do that because I got a lot of other shit I'm behind. And Nope, I ended up doing it myself. I didn't want to go back and have to check every bolt and all this shit. He only had a pliers and a couple screwdrivers and a hammer, I think. I don't know what he said. I got a toolbox, but it's out of state. Whoa, why would you have your? Why would you have that out of state? I was like, oh, this guy's full of shit. I fucked up the word rear by hiring him. So I pretty much paid him. I had told him, yeah, it's not working out. Like 2 hours later, I gave him $50 and said, it's not working out. You gotta go. Hit the door. I figured my tools might be missing. My wife was like, what the fuck? That guy didn't even know what he was doing. I said, I don't know. He said he did, and then he tricked me, I guess. I guess I was gullible, so I won't be hiring anyone. Yeah, it wasn't good. So I just kept on. I didn't take as much on, and I kept caught up, and I didn't get behind or nothing. Then I was always going to training and shit. I just had enough of that. All the training all the time. You'd have to every year. They come up with some more crap with more wiring problems. Yeah, he tricked me. He made me think because he sounded like he knew what he was doing. Then when he shows up, he's like asking me if I was going to help him with that engine. I'm like, what the fuck? What were you on yesterday that you don't remember that? You said you can do it yourself. That's the whole reason. Because I had a couple of those Buicks that he could have done if he would have known how to do it, but apparently he didn't know. Because he thought I was going to help him, and I didn't have time for that. I ended up doing it myself, like I said. I would have had to check every little bolt because I know I've watched some other guys on those front wheel drive cars. They leave a couple of those one for sure on the transmission bolts, and it's hidden. You can't see it. I looked right away. And I had one guy when I was doing semi trailers too. I had one guy I worked with. He told me, yep, that trailer's greased up. And you know what he did? He went under there and he smeared grease on the Zerks, the motherfucker. That ain't serviced. I said, I can't see any coming out of anywhere. Just see it on the Zerks. It's supposed to be coming out where, you know what I mean? God. Lazy shit. Was rolled under there in a creeper and white grease all over the Zerks. Like that's gonna, you know, I thought, what the hell kind of lazy ass motherfucker. There's a reason there's Zerks on there. They need grease. You do, huh? Fake likes. I don't even got any likes. See? I don't know. And I can imagine these guys, some of these guys that, like, I'm not trying to be an ass, but some of these guys at the parts store, they say they're mechanics and they don't even know what parts. They can't even get parts for you. You order them yourself on even, and then they somehow they fuck up the word rear on that. Hey fam, I need you on but I'm not gonna listen to that. Fuck that. I need it on. It's hot now without that fan. You didn't even like it, Kane, jackass. Yeah, well, they say they're mechanics, though. See, but they got a certification from ASC saying they're a parts specialist, and they couldn't even get me a power steering pump. Hey, yeah, I had enough of that, so that's why I never hired anybody. I had a few guys I worked with that I wanted. My old boss, he wouldn't give them any more when I worked for a guy. He wouldn't give them any more money, and then they get in an argument about money, and he wondered why he couldn't keep any guys, and then I'd be doing the work and the paperwork, and then he'd be out golfing, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Fuck no, I told him I quit. He thought I was lying. I worked for him like forever, and I said I'm just gonna go to the oil field, make some money, and then I'm gonna start my own shit, and that's what I did. But he thought I was kidding when I said I'm done. That's the last guy you got rid of. That's the last guy. I said you finally find another guy that knows what he's doing. I don't have to babysit him, and then you want to keep him at like $9 an hour. Are you insane? Like, you can go anywhere else and get 15, 20, you know. But he said, oh yeah, maybe in a few months. He kept telling him in a few months shit. Well, that guy got pissed off. They almost got in a fist fight over it. And I said, Darren, I told my boss, you're fucking wrong. So don't even try to argue it out with the guy because you're the one that's wrong. You cheap ass, I told him. You know, it was my last year with that guy. He knew it was real when he said, well, he figured I couldn't get my tools out of there. Well, I took the hoist and I wrapped a bunch of straps around this toolbox. I lifted it up and backed my truck right under there, and away I went. I said, bye, motherfucker. He called and he called and he called. He was sorry. Yep. Well, I didn't answer him back. He left all the voice messages he wanted. I didn't listen to but one of them and how sorry he was, and I laughed and I said, I got another job or whatever, and I went to the oil patch, made my money, started my own shit. Because I was pretty much on my own anyways, did all the book work for him and then all the appointments and the phone, and it's kind of difficult when you're doing all the things and trying to work on the cars too. It really sucked, and I did that for a long time. I never got home till like, I don't know, the 6 in the morning till probably 10 at night most of the time. 6 days a week for over 10 years. I should have never did started. I should have never showed him I knew how to do that paperwork and stuff because that bit me in the ass. I was just trying to, you know, I figured he'd have some more guys, and every time he did, some of them were with the shit, and then the ones that were, one guy, I remember this one guy named Bob. He had an old Blazer he drove. Anyways, my my dad seen him at the liquor store at noon, chugging down those little miniatures or whatever. And I was wondering what the hell's wrong with that guy. He's older than me, but he was drunk all the time, and he done messed up a few cars. And I'm like, oh yeah. I didn't realize he was getting drunk. I just thought he might have been a little off. Well, because I couldn't smell anything. And my dad said, "Well, I seen him at the Brookdale Liquors, and he was shooting down, shooting down those miniatures." I'm like, "Oh yeah, right at 11:30, 12." He said he had some appointment to go to or something, and he had to leave early. Yeah, the fucking liquor appointment. I didn't know he was an alcoholic like that. He didn't. Even, the guy got the boss fired him or told me he was fired, and I gave him his check or whatever. He tried to come in the next day like he didn't even remember what the hell happened. His tools are not there. Where my tools at? They're at your house where you put them. Came yelling around about his tools. Tried to go to work. Oh yeah, I'm a mechanic. I worked at Jiffy Lube for 10 years. Yeah, Jiffy Lube. I didn't know that was a mechanic. I thought that was like a lube specialist. I heard all the stories about that shit. You find out in the first couple days if anybody knows anything. I don't mind trying to teach someone something if they're gonna pay attention and learn, but you're just gonna try to pass time and get a check. You're crazy. I'm not doing it for you. Some people, you can't teach them. That's just the way it is. They want to do it, and there were some that were real legit, and they wanted to work on cars and try to train them in, and they just couldn't couldn't get it. So that's just the way it is. But that's what they wanted to do, and you gotta. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You're not learning, I guess. Yeah, I sent them. I sent them out. I believe it was Thursday because I forgot again. Well, then I reminded myself because they were sitting on the dash in the envelope. You're lucky I found some because at first I couldn't find them. And I didn't have very many left. I don't remember. I don't know how many I got left. I haven't sent any out for a long time. Nobody's asked. I think I gave. Well, Jimmy's van had a few of them I put on there. I don't have any for this channel. I ain't making. I didn't think it was gonna take off like it did either. It it overshot my other channel. So I mean, what am I gonna do? It's hard to make keep up with too. I don't know how people do it and try to get other shit done too. And if you just do shorts, then that's not so bad. But when you try to do other videos, it's and then sometimes those don't even take off. I mean, you'd think they would, but they don't. What do you do? I'm not a YouTube guru. Like all these guys, they know the algorithms. They know they say they know it and blah blah blah, but I don't know how they would because they'd have all the subscribers, billions of them, and they'd be getting top dollar. So a couple of guys with 2,000-3,000 subscribers, they think they know all about the algorithm. That's impossible because nobody does, or else it changes rapidly. They want to push your shit, they do. If they don't, they won't. That's the way it is. You work, yeah, you work at well, roofing repair, roofing, whatever, lift operators. Uh-huh. That's only the that job's to support your. Yeah, that's right. That's how you support your job with your another job, or you support your who you work your eight lug garage from your other job. That's right. I forgot. Right? I can't remember. Some people like to use their phone. Like I think Buzzard likes to use his phone. I don't. I'd rather use a camera. I'll use a phone for the shorts and stuff because that's how you do it. But I like to use when I do regular videos. I like to use a camera. I got a couple of GoPros or whatever. One's a 10, and I don't remember what the other one is. but they got a good quality picture, but they overheat for some reason, and they shut off when they're cold too. So I had that one shut off like 10 times in one video over there because I just put a new battery in it, and it was I knew it wasn't hot, and it said it was hot already and shut off. Not only was I talking to myself, I was talking to myself with no camera recording. Well, I had enough of this heat. I gotta go. Oh, it should GoFundMe. That's right. I forgot about that. It should GoFund your K20. Yeah, 8 lugs. That one there would have been good if it would have had the 4x4 under it. Factory. I had a what the hell was it? It was something older. I don't remember. I think it was a ton and a half or 2.5 ton. It might have been an old fire truck, but it had that Nipco now or whatever the hell it's called, Napco four-wheel drive in it. I wish I would have never sold that. Yeah, I think it was a fire truck. Pretty sure that's what it was. I should have put a pickup box on it, made it look good, but I didn't. All right, then I gotta go. It's too hot. No fans. Fans noisy. I'm going in. It's like the temp went up to. It did go up to 100. Bye now.